All right, let's talk about it. Appeal courts upholds $25 million verdict against maker of Roundup. Let's go and check this out. All right, this is the Los Angeles Times. Appeal court upholds. Y'all read the title? This is by Maura Dolan. A federal appeals court on Friday upheld a $25 million verdict against the maker of Roundup, a weed killer that thousands of litigants blame for causing their cancers. Damn. Now, y'all know we talked about this, right? What is the major ingredient in Roundup? What's the major ingredient in Roundup? Glyphosate, right? Glyphosate, right? What is glyphosate and what does it do? What does it do? Right? It acts as an antibiotic, right? And it gets in your body and it attacks your microbiome. And by attacking your microbiome, right, it in turns basically destroys your connection to yourself and your connection to the world and your body's ability to distinguish the different parts. So your body starts attacking itself. This is why we have had a rash, and I want y'all to think about that. This is why we have had a rash of these, what they call these diseases that I started brewing that ambrosia just for this reason. They call them autoimmune diseases. Come on, family. You know, I mean, and of course, correlation is not causation. But as this shit started increasing in environments, we started seeing diseases that we wasn't getting. So it's like, boom, I'll be a fool not to look for some connection. And if I'm wrong, I'm still doing my body some justice by getting this shit out. Right? So shit like that ambrosia, right, helps strengthen the microbiome and help push this shit out. Something I am using with Purium, and I'm gonna be talking about Purium real soon, family, because as I start my fast, like I said, I'm getting my little education together. I'm learning about some of the stuff in it. But right now, the major piece that I'm using with Purium is the Biomedic, because this has been shown to help your body eliminate glyphosate. It eliminates glyphosate in your system. And a majority of us have toxic levels of glyphosate in our system. Now, also, another one that I use is Super Amino 23. This helps strengthen the bonds, right? These aminos help strengthen the bond. Guess where? In the microbiome. Now, y'all think Brother Hatem is playing. I just don't want to push nothing out there that I haven't tried. You understand what I'm saying? So these, along with this, is going to be strong on that fast. So by the end of my fast, I'm going to be glyphosate free. Right? I need to take a blood test. I should have took a blood test before I started. The only issue is that the blood test is so damn expensive. You got it straight?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I got to throw some more money in your investment account. You know, y'all can't just go out and spend money, though. Won't matter. They'll change a few grams here and there in ingredients and put it back on the market as something else, or at least that's what the history shows. And you are right, Brother Kwame, but the piece that we can do, right? Because we know that this pandemic is just the tip of the spear, right? See, and one of the things that we know is this, that one of the reasons that a lot of us are suffering is because our immune systems are weak. We have not been taking care of our immune systems. We are eating processed foods that have absolutely no nutrition. They fill us up. They fill our body up physically. But when it comes to nutrients, they are not providing our body with what we need. As a matter of fact, it is feeding the microorganisms that are working against us in our body. So we need to start building up our immune system by building up our microbiome. And other effects of building up the microbiome now let me say this, here's another effect, right? It helps clear your mind. It helps clear your mind. Why you say that, Brother Hatem? Because there's a direct connection to your gut microbiome and your mind and your brain and what you think and even what you desire. Come on now. Come on now. There's studies to show this shit. We're just learning. We're learning more and more about the microbiome and how important it is. And family, what I'm trying to do, we have always been here at Giame, as small as we have always been on the cutting edge of everything. This whole internet shit. We was ready when this shit happened, but we was ready 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we got people coming out talking about glyphosate and how it's an antibiotic and how it just comes in. We was on that shit. We started making our own shit. Right? Showing young people how to do it. I've been training Cleve on this shit for a while. I've been trying to get some of the other young brothers to get in and be like, yo, we need to make this. This ain't a mass-produced piece right here. I'm not trying to do that shit. I'm trying to keep the customer base small. I'm trying to keep it within the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, those rich people, as we start getting more financially together, those rich families that are in the tribe, this is a drink that they are able to give to their guests. This is a celebratory drink. This is a artistic creation that everybody can't get. We don't want everybody to have a shit. You know what I'm saying? But we will make sure there's other things that everybody can get into. And those that's outside, if you want, boom, we make it happen. But that ain't the goal. That's not the goal of this here. This is an in-house. This is in-house right here. Anyway. So 3 judges panel U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals rejected an appeal by Monsanto Company, the manufacturer of the herbicide, ruling 2-1 that $20 million in punitive damage, that's low, while close to the outer limits, was constitutional. A jury in 2019 awarded cancer victim Edwin Hardman $5.3 million in compensation for his illness and $75 million in punitive damages, which are intended to punish a defendant and deter future misconduct. The jury found the punitive damages were required because Monsanto had failed to warn users about its product. A judge later reduced the punitive award to $20 million. The ruling stemmed from the first trial of about 5,000 lawsuits consolidated in federal court in North California against Monsanto. The suit blames glyphosate, the active ingredient in Roundup, for Do not tell me we don't know what we talking about. Did y'all hear that? For causing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Roundup, the world's best-known herbicide, has been widely used by both farmers and households. The huge German chemical company Bayer acquired Monsanto 3 years ago and heralded the legal challenges. Bayer last year agreed to spend more than $12 billion to resolve some of the legal claims. Why are you going to settle legal claims if it's not true? I can understand. That's not a good question. Judges looked at the evidence that was presented by lawyers and declared that this shit is toxic. This shit is causing cancer. This shit is causing all types of stuff. And what protections do you have in your life against what is coming? Because the use of it is everywhere, family. It's on the food we eat, and it gets in on the microcellular, on a micro level, so you can't wash it off. You can't wash it off. It gets into the water, and a lot of us, our water is infected with it. It evaporates and goes up in the clouds and rains down on us. It's in the air. We got antibiotics all around us, but we have a system in our body that depends on microorganisms. There are more cells in your microbiome than there are human cells. and they keep you healthy. But you go outside and you breathing something, you drinking something in your water, you eating something in your food that presents small amounts of, what's the term? Small amounts of poisons, of antibiotic poisons going into your system. And those of you that take antibiotics, you already know. You know what I'm saying? It goes in, it don't care. It's killing everything. It's killing everything. And some of these microbiome, they help you with your digestion. They help you with your thoughts. They help you with many of your decisions. They help you with your health. They help you with your immune system. Come on. I ain't going to read this no more because I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting upset at this point.